All right, folks, we are live from the Kraken Community Center Ice Complex here in Northgate, Seattle, Washington, where your University of Washington Huskies take on their foes from Boise State. UW had a successful opening weekend at the beginning of October against their cross-state rivals, the Washington State Cougars, in which UW took home the sweep, both in high-scoring games. And with the puck drop, Boise commands Riker Street, moving it up. Neutral zone turnover, Street recovers. And Aiden Surovic not able to put the puck deep, so it'll come back out where Boise State able to then deflect it in. That's Dustin Truex giving chase on the far side. Back to the point. Street trying to put it deep, but it's turned over. Huskies with their first opportunity, but Morris just pushing it further up the ice. Huskies committing 2 to the forecheck. We'll see the level of aggression that they apply in the zone as the Huskies take their first line change. It's Aiden Surovic down the left side, and he'll dump and take a change as well. Both teams moving on to their second units. That's out in front, and a goal early. It's a rebound opportunity for Boise State, a turnover in the Huskies' defensive zone, and the puck comes right out front. It's Justin Jones able to put away his own rebound. So early, Boise State going up in this one. Huskies conceding the first goal for the first time this year. And they'll have to come from behind in this one if they're going to see any points. And we're working on some technical difficulties here. We're going to move the camera to the USB. And we should be in there. Perfect. All right, Huskies with a defensive zone faceoff after conceding an early goal. It's Maloney behind his own net. Once again, Huskies having a little bit trouble moving it out of their zone. Maloney able to get it out and into the offensive zone, not deep though. And the Huskies needing to do some recovery, working it back to center ice. Now they get the puck deep. Shippey giving chase, keeping the puck in. He's getting some help. And Abinet working in the corner, getting it back out front, but not able to get the shot off was Rimmerin. Rimmerin now picking the puck up in the corner, looking for help. He's got 2 Boise State players on him. Huskies kind of threw it to nobody in the corner. Smith pinching and able to separate his man from the puck. Huskies pick it up again in neutral zone. Nicely dancing around is Maloney. Maloney walking in, moving to the backhand, he scores! Beautiful job by Logan Maloney, the hat-trick scorer from last weekend, continuing his on-ice excellence. Really good-looking young player for the Huskies, just showing a lot of poise in the neutral zone, moving laterally really well, and moving the puck on his backhand to eventually get around the goalie. And the Huskies tie it up here in the first. So it's a tie hockey game here. 2 minutes and some change into this first period. And Abinet pushing it into the far corner. It's Stevens giving chase. Now, so Stevens started as a forward, or as a defenseman rather, last weekend, but now looks like he's playing forward. Coach Cleaton still moving lines around, especially with the younger players, making sure that they find their rhythm, find their best way to contribute on the ice, and so we'll comment on some of the personnel changes as they unfold. Stevens goes to the bench for a change. Now a nice move by Boise State. That's DJ Galensky almost getting a shot off, and it comes back to neutral ice. Thessian on the puck. Tipped into the neutral zone. Thessian again giving it up. The Huskies turning it over in their own zone again. That's how the first goal was scored. It goes out front, but luckily for the Huskies, not to anyone directly. Shot from the point gets deflected in front, still bouncing around. Huskies not quite able to clear it out of danger. Bradford putting a shot on net. Easily dealt with by Costa. So Costa's getting the start tonight after a split weekend for the Huskies in net. We'll see if we get a consistent keeper or if we alternate between the two. For college hockey, you have these weekend series, so sometimes you go with alternating goalies. So we're having some camera issues here. And we're back. Very good. Let's make sure. Let's see. Hang on. Perfect. All right. Shot from the high slot, bounces back in front, and Costa able to drop on it. All right, so about 4.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. We have a tie game. And the Huskies ready to take a defensive zone draw. It's Truex lining up against Prigodic. Prigodic wins it. Huskies ring it all the way around the boards. They've got their top line out. Morris gets crunched along the boards. Gives it up to Shippey, who takes a hit. Not able to put it deep in the zone. So it's Shippey and Morris playing on a line with Strand tonight. Meanwhile, nice forecheck puts Boise State on the puck. They get it back to the point. Shot bouncing in front. Huskies able to clear it from the zone. Morris nicely dodging a check. He's got one man, and he decides to take the shot himself. Goes off the glove, puts it back in front, and there's nobody home. Surovic putting it deep. He's in a foot race with Klenk. I was really impressed with Klenk's play in last weekend's series. He's a big, strong defenseman, offensive capabilities as well. And he got on the scoreboard multiple times over the course of those 2 evenings in early October. Seeing a lot of speed from Boise State. This time it's Hayden on the puck. He gets it back to the point to Street, who tries to put it deep, but it's turned over and the Huskies clear the zone. Huskies a little bit outpaced here early in this game. They've done well to collapse in the defensive zone, but Boise State is really showing their speed through the center of the ice, able to transition pretty easily into the offensive zone. Pretty uncontested. That's something that coaches will talk a lot about as far as zone entries go. Whether you concede the blue line, how easy you make it for the other team to enter the offensive zone. That's kind of the first step in any offensive action, is to get the puck across the blue line. Obviously, the player with the puck has to come first. Now the Huskies have a 2-on-1. Trying to dangle around was Ozermanov, I believe, but he wasn't able to get past his guy. Now it's a 2-on-1 going the other way. The pass attempt nicely broken up by Daniel Smith, the veteran. So we've got Smith, Maloney, and Shippey on a line. Looks like the second line or third line for the Huskies, with about 13.5 minutes left here in the first period. 1-1 game. Helash set to take the draw against Smith. Kind of a wash, but the Huskies managed to get it wide. Boise State putting it deep again. That's Galensky losing the puck. But once again, the Huskies turning it over in the neutral zone. Now it's Smith coming in with speed. He takes a low shot just wide. Azumanov picking it up on the far side. And now Boise State off to the races. It's a 2-on-2 with a back checker. This one sails high of the goal. Azumanov rubbed off the puck. And it's dumped to the near side where Boise State's able to collect it. Galensky cycling it on the mid boards. 2-on-2 battle. Boise State walks away from it, but a really good play by Azumanov to put his body between him, the puck, and his offender. Huskies pick it up and work it out. It's Maloney, who's just looking so confident on the puck through the neutral zone. Maloney pinching, keeping it in the zone. That one's just too far for Shippey to handle. So we saw Shippey also looking really good on the puck last weekend, but with an albeit less skilled Washington State team, and that benign looking shot goes in high blocker side. That's Justin Helash getting the second goal for Boise State as they go up once again. So Huskies able to answer. Let's see if we can get some replays for you. Yeah, we've got the replays working tonight, folks, so we are going to get some in-game analysis going. It's been a lot of blood, sweat, and tears getting these replays working, but I believe we've got them. Feel free to reach out on the YouTube comments. You can also hit us up on Twitter at UW Ice Hockey, I believe. Just check us out on Twitter. We'll be watching on the broadcast between periods, checking out what you have to say if you have any feedback on the broadcast. Again, my name is Josh. I'll be doing the commentating here. And I've got Aki with me doing the camera work. Big thanks to him. And Abinet picking the puck up at his own blue line, working it through a couple Boise State players. He's got to get rid of it, and he does. Rimmerin working it around, getting it into the zone, but not deep. And the Huskies have struggled a little bit. They've made it across into their offensive zone, but they haven't really been able to handle the puck deep or dump the puck deep. So varying strategies with that. Some teams will give up the puck and then try and win it back on the forecheck. That's a pretty classic Dave Hackstall Seattle Kraken strategy that's been evolving over the year and now going into the Kraken's second year. But the Huskies looking to develop an offensive identity here with a lot of veteran players, but some notable young talent as well. Blake Strand giving chase at the point. It's big, number 71, Camden Gallagher. Gallagher giving it down low. Boise State looking really solid. Big hit by Morris. Gallagher getting to the point, hard shot, nicely turned away by Costa. It's Street pinching low, and Gallagher's gonna have to collect and bring it back into his own zone. Nice long pass through the neutral zone, puts the puck deep in Husky territory. They pick it up, shot in front, and nicely frozen by Costa. Territory. They pick it up, shot in front. So we can see that play developing, and nicely frozen by Costa. Nobody wins the draw, but the Huskies come away with it. Shippey trying to work with a 3-on-2. There's a back checker for Boise State. Shippey has guys in front. He puts it out front, hits the goalie. Smith walking it in, deflection attempt, rebound. Two good saves, and the goalie doesn't know where it is. It went to the far side, and the Huskies not able to put it away. All three forwards deep, so now it's an odd man rush. But Boise State not able to capitalize. Boise State controlling the puck really well low in the zone. That shot turned aside, and already we're seeing a lot of action from the point, notably Camden Gallagher, putting some hard shots in the direction of Costa. Draw squeaks to the far side. That's chipped out by Clank. So this is a rule difference between collegiate hockey and pro hockey. In pro hockey, you would get a 2-minute minor penalty assessed for delay of game for flipping the puck out of your own zone. It's a strategy that pros used to use to relieve some defensive pressure as that comes out in front dangerously across the goal mouth. But in college hockey, you're allowed to do it. You won't be penalized, though you don't often see people intentionally flipping out of their own zone. So 5-on-5 action continuing. We've been penalty-free after a penalty-intensive opening weekend. Gallagher chipping it up front. That's to Galensky. And back to Gallagher. Gallagher's getting a lot of ice time. His defensive partner is Kobe Martin. Gallagher really strong on the puck, but nice forechecking opportunity by Rimmeran. Rimmeran not able to find his man out front. Shippy picks up the loose puck and it goes wide. Screened out in front. The goalie did not know where it was. Clank nicely keeping it in and getting a shot on net. Once more, strong defense at the blue line from Clank. Matthew Clank impressing early. And Abinet takes a body in the corner. He's still working. He gets rubbed off the puck. It's Stevens to an Abinet out in front. Huskies not able to get a strong shot on it. Nice body, and it's stopped out in front by Gallagher and brought to the side. Chipped out again, Clank with a hold, and they're going to call a hand pass, I believe. So you're allowed to touch the puck with your hand, with an open hand, but you're not allowed to hit it to someone on your team. You have to be the first player to touch the puck once you've hit it with your hand. And in this situation, the face-off rather, will come to the offensive zone. Oh. Boise State pushing the puck deep. Thessian laying a hit down low. Boise State clearly emphasizing physicality low in the zone. They're really strong in the corners. They've been able to win pucks, win battles, but Huskies coming with it now. Morris getting it out front. It's deflected somewhere in the crease. Brad Johnson in net for Boise State. Nicely slid, kind of a pass shot. Morris wasn't able to get a stick on it, and it's Wilkinson holding the zone. Didn't see a lot of Wilkinson last weekend. Definitely not at defense. Perhaps at defense. He's playing with Banga in, I believe, the third or fourth pairing. Low angle shot, high and wide. Daniel Smith holding it in. Back to Morris. This is the veteran unit for UW. Azumanov coughing the puck up in a dangerous area, but Huskies managed to win it back. Morris nicely playing it to Azumanov, and they're going to call offside here as Azumanov got in before the puck. 7:48 remaining in the first period. In a pretty good contest here. The Huskies had a pretty easy time dispatching of the Cougars last weekend, but clearly this series against Boise State is going to be something different. Speedy Aiden Surovic working on the right side, getting the puck into the corner. Huskies flip it out to center ice. Looks like it's going to be waved off. 7.5 remaining. Turnover behind the net. Huskies not able to connect the pass through the slot. Azumanov was coming on, but it was nicely defended by Kobe Martin, who got a stick on the pass. Otherwise, would have been a real open opportunity. Two to 1 the score after Boise State went up after the Huskies tied. They're going to blow that whistle down. Love seeing the participation on YouTube. We got a late start to the game, so I understand the excitement for Husky hockey, and now we're more than halfway through the first period. 3-on-2 opportunity, nice sliding play. Could have been a trip, but the arm stays down, and Maloney playing some really solid defense, though taking out his man in an odd man opportunity. So clearly the Huskies are going to have to deal with a lot more speed from Boise State. They call the icing in a situation where it hadn't quite made it down to the goal
Boise
line.
State.
We can see they blew it dead a little bit early.
They call the
much to the chagrin of the bench wearing black. 7 minutes left. And the refs are going to talk it over, and I think they'll have the face-off at center ice, recognizing their mistake. So kind of a wash, trying to mediate that mistake. I do respect referees going back and realizing they've made a mistake, and trying to do something with it. So Boise State just kind of picks up where they left off, getting the puck deep in the zone. A deflection just going wide. It was a man on the weak side, Hayden, who just wasn't quite able to steer the puck on the net despite a pretty uncontested deflection opportunity. And Abinett cycling it down low, but there's nobody there for him. Something the Huskies were doing a good amount last weekend was just kind of throwing the puck into areas a little bit without really seeing who is there. And with a team that's sustaining the offensive pressure that Boise State is, those are all going to really result in turnovers and potentially dangerous ones, as Boise State has been able to move the puck from the corners out front pretty well. The corners are generally a pretty low threat zone if you're playing defense, but what you have to make sure is that you're protecting the middle of the ice. And if you're leaving someone open out front, a puck in the corner can quickly lead to a shot at point blank range. 6 minutes now remaining here in the first period. Boise State getting a lot of offensive zone time, really doing well to control the game, but clearly the Huskies understanding that they're facing a pretty fierce opponent and making the adjustment to stay pretty compact defensively. So you'll see a lot of white jerseys protecting the center of the ice, protecting that slot area between the face-off dots. Strong shot, and nicely saved by Costa. The second goal looked pretty benign from offensive chance, but it was a good shot that found the upper corner. Costa gave up a similar goal last weekend, and oftentimes when the goalie gets a clear look at the shot further out than the top of the circles, they're expected to make a save like that, no matter the speed. Just a lot of time to react. This is out in front, rebound, scores! Beautiful play by Prigodic. And the Huskies able to turn over Boise State down low. Beautiful pass into the slot, and Prigodic was able to get in free. Let's take another look. Time to react. This is out in front, rebound, scores! Beautiful play by Prigodic. And the celebration there. So Huskies, again, evening this game. Shot on goal, nicely covered. Costa's done pretty well on his rebound control. That's something, a big assessment point for goalies, is how well are they able to stop the puck, but then also how well are they able to control the rebound. Costa gave up the rebound goal for the first goal of this game, and while goalies are generally tasked with preventing rebounds, it's also really incumbent on the defenseman to tie up the man coming in for the rebound. And if you let someone score on the rebound, it's often kind of joint responsibility between the defender closest to the goal and the goalie themselves. So let's get the score updated for you as we're inside 5 minutes remaining in this first period. Exciting action. Azumanov coming in, looking for the backhand, just wide. Another opportunity, working it out in front, still in a dangerous area. Back to the point. Wilkinson has Roberts, just putting it down low. Good safe play, giving the Huskies more time in the offensive zone. Shippey working on the puck against a much bigger Gallagher. Shippey doing really well to pivot, opening his hips, keeping himself face to the goal. Nice block, but now a pinch opportunity puts a 2-on-1 opportunity for Boise State. And pretty easy save made there by Costa. Boise State not able to get the puck to the far side. Costa with another good save from a pretty good opportunity. That was Greer putting the shot on net, and this one's in! The puck slid across the goal mouth, and nobody really there to tie up the Boise player, and that's going to be a goal for Jacob Ross. To the far side. Costa with another good save from a pretty good opportunity. Moving from the corner. That was relatively putting the shot on net, and this one's nice in. Pass across the goal mouth. The puck slid to set up an open Ross. Probably our first successful replay. We thank the fans for staying patient. It's an amateur operation up here. We're doing our best. But it's a high-scoring first period. This is a score you might expect to see at the end of a game. But 5 goals here in the first, and following the same pattern of Boise State, and we'll see if the Huskies are able to respond here late in the first. Once again out in front, this time Anabanet doing well to tie up his man, and the Huskies moving with speed through the neutral zone. Stevens putting the puck deep, Anabanet giving chase, but there's nobody there for the Huskies to forecheck. Boise State moving it out, Smith moving across the ice. Pass into the slot, not able to find Surovic. The Huskies trying to move it out. Maloney avoiding a big hit, and Boise State trying with the pass, and that doesn't quite find Surovic. Shot from the point deflected by Maloney, but wide. Another low shot. This one's blocked out in front. Rimmeran releasing the pressure for the Huskies. Trying to get it to Morris out front, but it's a changing Strand, giving the puck across the slot, and Prigodich not able to direct it into the net. Really nice pass there. It was Strand with the awareness to get the puck moving laterally. 2-on-2 opportunity, and nice job by Prigodich there, working in the defensive zone to tie up his man. Really good defense out in front of the net, protecting a really vulnerable area. Boise State working it low, out in front, and they score! So once again, Boise State controlling the puck low, moving it out to the center of the net, and again, it's an open man out in front. This time, it's Josh Hayden for, I believe, his second goal of the game. Let's give you another look at that one. Really good defense. So the Huskies losing it in the corner, not able to pursue it. Boise State working it low, out in front, and they score! It was Prigodich not able to tie up his guy for that goal out in front. So instead, the Boise State team breaks the pattern and score 2 unanswered goals for the first time in this game. So already the Huskies showing some defensive vulnerability, giving up 4 in the first period. Not what you want to see, especially as the home team. You want to build momentum, you want to engage your crowd. But a good start for Boise State, and give them credit. They've done really well to battle for pucks and play really well physically out in front of the net. Shippey moving it, trying to get between 3 guys. He's not able to do that, but it comes out front and it's blocked out before it reaches the net. Brad Johnson's played pretty well so far. He has given up 2 goals, but he's been able to stop some high-quality chances. This time, it's Shippey taking the shot, and again, the net's coming off. We're getting some net issues, and I don't quite know what's going on. If people are upset with the goalie, is he knocking off the net? It is a penalty to intentionally dislodge the net, though I don't believe that's what's going on. Sometimes you'll see goalies do that in a kind of sneaky way, but no foul here, no penalty. Crowd urging on their home team with 80 seconds left in the first period. Really good hockey action. Boise State breaks it out. Shot from far. Costa has no problem with that. So it's 4-2. This one makes it all the way to Stevens. Stevens bodied off the puck, but he's able to get it deep. Jacob Ross picking it up on the far side, working it back down low to Ryler Street. Boise State getting it out to neutral ice where Maloney takes over. Maloney, dipsy doing his way to a position where he can pass it across the neutral zone. Nice hit on Wilkinson, removes him from the puck. Morris beat by his man cutting back out in front, and they're going to call no icing. They're going to say a deflection off of a Husky. Nice pass to Morris, who looked for the cross ice pass, but the Huskies are going to have to be careful with those neutral zone turnovers. Morris trying to get the puck out front to Strand. It's stopped, and that top defensive unit once again showing their prowess for Boise State. Johnson saw that shot all the way through, and he's able to make a save with about half a second remaining in this period. So the Huskies are only going to really have an opportunity to take a shot from the face-off. If it were me, I'd put a righty to just give it a whack, but it seems like the Huskies are just going to take the draw and go back to the locker room. So really good first period of action. Boise State is clearly a fast team, a physical team, able to establish themselves well in the offensive zone, but credit UW, who has been able to answer 2 of the goals, and the score rests at 4-2 after 1 period of action. We'll be back here, and we'll try and get you a replay package. We'll see if we can work on that. Territory. They pick it up, shot in front, and nicely frozen by Costa. Zone to tie up his man. Really good defense out in front of the net, protecting a really vulnerable area. Boise State working it low, out in front, and they score! Zone to tie up his man. Really good defense. Territory. They pick it up, shot in front, and nicely frozen by zone to tie up. All right, folks, we've got some dead camera batteries up here. If you have a DSLR camera battery, please report to the broadcast booth in rink 3 of the Seattle Kraken Community Ice Complex. Meanwhile, we're shifting to radio mode in our broadcast as things get underway here in the first period. Teams have switched sides, obviously, and the Huskies are moving from right to left from the broadcast perspective. Right now, the puck is low in the Huskies zone as they try and break it out as it moves to center ice. Morris giving it to Strand, who crosses the blue line, gives it back to Morris. The shot from high and wide. The rebound's out there. Maloney trying to put it on net, but it gets out to neutral ice. It's a 2-on-1 now, but nicely dealt with by Maloney, who bodies his man and takes him off the puck. Puck's now in the low corner. All right, so we're going to get another video source for you as we get the opportunity. We're a minute here into the second period. The score is still 4-2, Boise State. Teams just completing their first line changes. And it's Clank playing defense, and the shot kind of squirts in onto Costa. Clank is lined up with Friedman as his defensive partner. So that's another change, I believe, from the last weekend. All right. Puck's low in the Husky zone. Two defenders giving chase. Friedman moving his man off the puck. And Shippey gets on it, skating it out of his end. Cross ice neutral zone pass to Azumanov, who puts it deep, but not deep enough. Nice hit on the near side boards by Shippey. And the puck bouncing around the neutral zone. Now Boise State moving it in, but it is offside. All right, about 2 minutes elapsed in the second period. Neither team managing too many offensive opportunities here in these early seconds. The Boise State now moving it into the zone. That's Justin Helash continuing with it around the net, going all the way around the zone back to his point. Low shot from the point, deflected out in front. Once again, Boise State really establishing themselves in front of Costa. That's an adjustment that the Huskies are going to need to make. They cannot keep leaving open offensive players in these high danger areas. It's burned them already multiple times in this game. We'll see if they are able to make the adjustment. Boise State trying to back it out, and Anabanet taking the puck over, but he's not able to find an oncoming Rimmeran, and Boise State able to get it out of their zone. Big hit on Anabanet, and the shot wide of Costa. We're going to get a penalty here on an errant change. They're going to call too many men on the ice against Boise State. Not a penalty you want to be taking, especially when you're hanging on to a two-goal lead. Two-goal lead, classically, the most dangerous lead in hockey. Don't ask me if it makes sense. But you don't want to be giving up power play opportunities with a fragile lead such as this, especially given the Huskies' proven ability to answer on the scoreboard. So the Huskies will now get the chance. Their power play unit is going to be headed by Prigodich in the center, Maloney on the left, Morris on the right, Shippey and Clank, the two defensemen. Clank able to get the hold, really nice play, but just not quite able to stop his man from exiting the zone. Puck's hanging around the offensive blue line. Finally comes back to Maloney, who gets it across to Shippey. So Shippey's kind of played this point of the umbrella, if you will, on this power play unit. Normally you see him deeper in the zone, but because he's so strong on the puck, he's really kind of the quarterback of this first power play unit. Morris is going to hang out on the far side blue line. Meanwhile, the three other Huskies forwards looping around for the breakout. Clank getting into the zone, no problem. Stops hard on the far corner, giving it back to Maloney. Maloney with his back now working along the right side. Huskies now for the first time trying to set up their power play, but the pass, kind of an unforced error, giving it back to Morris, who then promptly gives it up. The Huskies not looking too strong on the puck. They need to do a little bit more to build their confidence on the power play. Morris working in with speed, trying to get through two defenders, and that's just not going to work with such a physically and defensively poised team such as Boise State. They were able to make moves like that against the slower Wazoo. Maloney now making a nice move at the blue line. He's really good on his edges, able to open his hips really nicely. That high shot was seen the whole way. Clank getting a shot on the power play, and Coach Cleaton is going to switch up the unit, except for Clank, who's going to hang out up on the high point. Clank and Luigi will be the two defensemen. Azimanov having a word with Friedman, who's going to center this unit, with Rimmerin to his right. This one gets back to Clank. Clank doing a nice job to control it at the blue line under pressure, but eventually he gives it up in a dangerous area. Huskies making some unforced errors, and now a player in, getting a shot into the midsection of Costa. So Huskies coughing up the puck at the blue line, leading to a shorthanded opportunity. More time burning off the clock. We have 10 seconds left in the power play. Another shorthanded opportunity. Puck still in front of the net. Huskies just not really able to move the puck out of their zone, turning the puck over low behind the net, leading to a strong chance. Boise State at full strength. 15 minutes remain in the second. Backhand opportunity steered wide. Costa looking very strong in that chance. Generally an unsuccessful power play for the Huskies, who probably conceded more scoring chances than they claimed for themselves. Azimanov coming up the right side, giving it away in the neutral zone. Now it's a 3-on-3 coming back. Open man in front and just not able to get the tip. The defender was not able to stay with the breaking Boise State player, and he had an open look in front, but was just not able to get on the end of the pass. Nice play as they work it out in front, and Costa coming up big with the save. Boise State holds the zone, but Prigodic able to finally clear and give the Huskies some breathing room. Morris, Strand, Prigodic, the forwards out there now. Clank and Luigi, the defenders. Once again, Boise State coming in with speed, once again moving it into the slot, and once again not able to control the puck and finish off the scoring chance. This one's rung around the far side boards by Luigi. They're going to call no icing as a tired Morris chasing it down into the far end. You got to be pretty careful as a forward not to get stuck on the ice too long, especially in the second period when the sides have switched and your bench is further from your own goal. So it's much harder physically, spatially, to make line changes in the second period. So extra important as the Huskies get a turnover. Morris coming in all alone. He shoots, and a nice kick save by Johnson. Morris had a good look at it there. Now Maloney getting a shot. Puck bouncing around out in front. And now it's a 3-on-2 coming back for Boise State. Boise State working on the far side. And a nice job by Smith to close the gap and force a shot from long and wide. 13 minutes left in this second period. All right, we're going to try and get the iPad camera going for you. Let's see if we can make this work. Is it charging or no? All right, we'll get back to you about the, okay. All right, so Boise State picking it up, moving, nice dangle, but Huskies defender able to cut off the scoring chance. Camera. Go to the camera. And a beautiful save there by Costa, sliding to his right. So let's see if we can get you some video. All right, here we are with some video. Okay, let's send this to the back. We're doing this as we go, folks. Sorry about it. And we can get rid of visual difficulties, wherever that is. All righty. Here we go. Huskies with the puck, bring it out front, and Stevens just missing the pass. He was in alone. Okay, perfect. How's our video doing? We're good on video. Great. Okay, Boise State with a long pass through the neutral zone. They have a breakaway opportunity and a great stop by Costa. Costa's looked really good in this second period. Huskies now bring it into the offensive zone. Good, strong physical play to knock Smith off of the puck. Smith trying to get the puck more towards the center of the ice. Morris returning that physical play and taking down Gallagher. Prigodich trying to set up, but again giving up the puck in the high offensive zone. That one just missing Justin Helash, who may have had a chance to go in alone. So let's check out that with a long pass to the neutral zone. They have a breakaway opportunity and a great stop by Costa. Save on the low glove side. Gonna get a high stick call, not a penalty, but an infraction. And the faceoff is gonna go all the way down to the UW zone. You also might be able to just hold it. You can do that too. All right, Prigodich taking a hit from behind. Morris dealing a hit low in the zone, and they're going to call him for a high stick. It was a high-looking hit. See if we can get you that replay. And Morris dealing a hit. Didn't quite make it back. So Morris goes to the penalty box. That's going to be the first Husky penalty of the game. So halfway here through the second period, nobody's scored. The Huskies have had a chance on the power play, and now they'll have to kill a penalty. Out there for the Huskies, Clank, Friedman, Azumanov. And can't quite see who that last player is. Looks like Matthias Roberts out there at the right D position. So far, not much going for Boise State, though they've been able to maintain some good possession. Gallagher, that strong shot, not able to get an open shooting channel. This pass, not able to make it all the way across ice. That's a tough pass and one that often gets forced in power play situations through traffic, and that's going to be an easy tripping call to make. So the Huskies are now going to, if I were the other team, I'd give it up. That's right. If I were the Huskies, I wouldn't touch it. But a little bit of gamesmanship regarding the delayed penalty. However, the whistle blows, and this is going to be a pretty clear
That's a tough pass and one that
tripping
often gets
situation.
forced in power play situations through traffic,
and that's going to be an easy. That call is going to go against you. So now it's going to be a 5-on-3 opportunity for over a minute. A really pivotal point in this game, really, as Rimaran skates it all the way out of his zone. Sorry for this camera situation. We're continuing to work with it, but I'll stay with you by voice. I'm not going anywhere. So there's 30 seconds left on the penalty kill. So far, the Huskies have done really well, especially now with only 3 penalty killers on the ice. It's Maloney, Rimaran, and Smith. Okay. All right, hopefully that works for this camera. Oy vey, as my grandma would say. 7 seconds left on the 5-on-3, at which point Friedman will come back to the ice. Morris still has a minute on his penalty. Sorry, Morris is the one coming back on the ice. Friedman with another minute. That way they're gonna blow this one dead as Smith just kind of seated on the puck. Is it working? Okay. 30 seconds left in this Husky penalty kill, a long one for them. But so far, conceding very few quality scoring opportunities. This one comes back to the point. Gallagher looking for a shot. He gets a low one, but it's blocked out in front. 18 seconds remaining now. Boise State player goes down, but the arm stays down as well. Huskies able to clear it through the ice. All right, we've got camera for you, I think. Huskies have killed the penalty. Yeah, take this out of the case. All right. Chance out in front for Boise State. And it doesn't connect. All right. What do we got? We got the camera. 2-on-1 chance. They get it across. The shot going wide. They're going to blow the whistle with a loose net. So, okay, folks. Six minutes, 45 seconds. Got a green screen. Okay. Okay, the Huskies defending in their own zone. They're at even strength now, but you expend a lot of energy on the penalty kill, especially with 3 men on your team. So Boise State clearly coming out with some momentum, continuing a strong presence in the offensive zone. Shot blocked out in front. Shippey trying to get through his man, and they're going to call a penalty there. Shippey did a nice job to dangle his way around the defender, and the defender really had no chance to do anything except for knockdown Shippy extrajudicially. Is that what we call that? Extrajudicially. For any Latin etymology fans. 6 minutes left. Huskies now have the chance on the power play after a pretty quiet first period in terms of special teams. Morris is out there. He's got Clank and Shippy behind him. Maloney's out in front. And Prigodic behind. Again, the Huskies just a little bit sloppy with it in the offensive zone. Really important on the power play. And once again, a little bit sloppy receiving the pass. Now they're going to have to battle it out low in the zone, where Boise State has really come out with the majority of those pucks. Shippy getting it across to his partner. Clank getting the shot. The rebound opportunity. Another rebound. Morris hammering away before it's finally frozen by Johnson. 5 minutes and 20 seconds left with 1:19 left in this power play. Oh. It's that first power, or the second power play unit that's going to stay out there. Morris, Prigodic, and Maloney. Really solid puck handlers. But they give up the puck. There's going to be another penalty. Across to Shippy, who gets a shot, and now UW has the chance for an extended 5-on-3 power play opportunity. There's going to be another penalty. You can see the guy picking up his stick there. It'll be Aiden Surovic going to the box. And UW getting their first 5-on-3 opportunity, I believe, of the year. They're going to keep that same personnel grouping out there, and they'll win the draw, so they'll get a chance to really set things up. Shippy getting the pass, but only to his foot. Clank taking a one-timer, a rebound opportunity, and Prigodic denied. Under 5 minutes to go, 45 seconds remaining on that first penalty to Boise State. Not much in the way of scoring here in the second period. Shippy coming in with speed, looking for the wraparound, looking for someone in front. There's no one there. Shippy still with the puck back door. They score! Beautiful find from Michael Shippy. And it's Morris who's hanging around, lurking on that far post. He's able to put it away, no problem. Not much in the way of scoring here in the second period. Shippy coming in with speed, looking for the wraparound, looking for someone in front. There's no one there. Shippy really good confidence on the puck, and nobody on that penalty kill unit picking up the open Morris. Morris continuing to be one of the lead scorers for this UW team. So one player will come out of the box for Boise State, but there's still 1.5 minutes on the penalty. Huskies walking at it again. This time it's Friedman. Getting another chance, so the Huskies get one back. Scores now 4-3 in favor of the visiting Stallions from Boise State. Broncos, they're horses. It's Idaho. The Boise State Broncos, they've got a blue football field. Kind of really bright colors, that blue and orange. Okay, Azumanov getting the puck out in front, but not able to pull the trigger. Now it's a 5-on-4 for about another 55 seconds. Across to Lugie. Lugie looking for a shooting angle, but he shoots it into the skates. Nice block. That was Micah Crum getting a skate on it. But again, the Huskies really loose with the puck here. I would say that's their main issue that we've been seeing here in the second period, is turning the puck over, not even in high pressure situations, and especially on the power play. Once again, seeing that, and now the Broncos take control low in the Husky zone, and time just running out on this power play. Broncos have 2 men down, and finally the Huskies able to clean up the mess, but still looking a little bit sketchy coming out of the zone. They can get a rush if they hurry, but the Broncos do well to get back. Klein carrying it low in the zone. Abzamanov picking it up at the point, bouncing through traffic. Huskies trying to get a shot off, and they're going to call no icing since the puck was launched prior to the expiration of the Broncos penalty. Now we have 3 minutes left here in this second period, in which the Huskies have the only goal. Huskies coughing it up at their own blue line, and they're going to take a penalty for that mishap. It's going to be Luigi, with the penalty. And oftentimes, I think there are 2 kinds of penalties in hockey. There are the penalties that you gotta take and the penalties that you don't. And this belonged to the former. The Huskies causing a problem for themselves as they gave the puck away at the blue line. And that's a really dangerous situation because you have forwards exiting the zone, not able to come back and provide any back-checking support as the Broncos came back strong with numbers back into the zone. So Luigi picking up the penalty towards the end of the second period. He'll serve it for most of the remaining seconds, barring any goals. Nice save by Costa, who after that, I would say a softer goal on that blocker side has looked really, really sharp. .228 in the period, 148 on the power play. One-timer shot bouncing around in front. Rung around the boards. It's Surovic to pick it up. Surovic cycling down low. Back up top to Surovic. Surovic looking for Gallagher, eventually finding him. Gallagher wants a shot. This one deflects high over the net. This tried to put it back after a sharp bounce off the boards, and now the Huskies have an opportunity with Stevens. Stevens against Gallagher, one-on-one. Good shot far side, and a nice kick save by Brad Johnson. Shorthanded opportunity there. Meanwhile, Broncos come charging back. 3-on-3 opportunity, and the Huskies hold them up well at the blue line. Nice kill for the Huskies, who've looked really strong on the penalty kill in general. Killing off that 5-on-3, conceding no goals. And now a giveaway gives the Huskies more time, but an Abbott not able to find the oncoming Dudley. 3-on-2. Nice save by Costa. But an Abbott not able to find the oncoming Dudley. 3-on-2. Nice save. Is it possible to... All right, Huskies get it out of their zone. It's Anabanet and Dudley, the forwards. We saw Dudley later in these games in last weekend's series. Shot low, bouncing off the boards. Something that you'll hear people talk about regarding different arenas is how active the boards are, how much bounce they give. That's Rebedick giving it up at the point, but the Broncos able to clean it up. 4 coming in to the zone for the Broncos. Penalty is about to expire here as Luigi back on the ice. Immediately he tries to pick it up in the neutral zone, but just kind of skates through it. He was just getting his stick in position. Nice play by Wilkinson to get in between the player and the puck. Wilkinson giving chase once again, kind of out of position, but able to get back. And a goal scored by Justin Helash. So Helash got the puck behind the net. The continuing trend for Boise State. And just able to take the shot at a short angle. Wilkinson giving chase once again, kind of out of position, but able to get back. And a goal scored by Justin. Let's get one more
Wilkinson
look at
giving
that.
chase once again, kind of out of position, but able to get back. And a goal.
Now the Huskies in with a breakaway. Oh, just not able to get it to his forehand was Friedman. Friedman had the goalie beat. He had made the move from his backhand and just could not find the puck in front of him. That would have been a big response for the Huskies, but instead they concede a goal late and once again find themselves down 2 to end that first period. All right, we're rolling with it, and we'll be back for the third period of action. Scores 5-3. Let's go for period 3. Action between the Boise State Broncos and the University of Washington Huskies. Let's get you looped into the 3rd period. Huh? Huskies starting out with some offensive zone time. Oh, and that shot just high and wide from Morris. All right, we got rid of our 4 little boxes, and now we have a big box in the middle of the screen. This one goes out in front, still bouncing around. Again out in front, and again Costa with a really strong save. Oh, I think I got here. Give me the camera. Let's go. All right, now it's back to the way it was. I figured out what I figured out what's making it do this.
All right, well, I think that's better than the square we had.
I know. What about this? Oh, all right. All right, folks. We've got no squares for you. Just got to make sure that you focus it every once in a while. It should be auto-focusing. But if anyone wants to come work the camera, we'd love your advice. Okay, nice save from Costa on that 2-on-2 opportunity. That's good. That's good. We're doing good. Let's check out the replay. Okay, nice save from Costa. Yeah, okay. All right, 5-3. 19 minutes left. Defensive zone face-off for the Huskies. It's going to be Rimmeron taking it. It's 1. Stevens giving chase. Stevens with his first game at, forward. And he gets crunched. Tough hit. As I was just saying that it was Grant Stevens with his first game at forward. And he gets you got to keep your head up leaving the zone. Can't have your head down because someone's going to be coming across the neutral zone with speed. But he will be penalized. They're talking Stevens it over. With his first game at, is it going to be head contact? Forward. The hit didn't look that dirty to me. Chase Stevens with his first game at forward. Stevens did have his head down a little bit. The referees are going to talk it over. Is it going to be head contact? Is it not going to be head contact? Ultimately, Justin Helash stays in the penalty box. So he's not going to be getting any kind of misconduct. And Morris and Gallagher, I guess, satisfied enough with the explanations. And the other coach saying he's really tall. He's not happy about the call. We'll give you one more look at it. Stevens with his first game at, looks pretty clean to me. But alas, the Huskies will take it and work the power play. Huh? It is a major penalty, actually. They're going to give it as a 5-minute major, probably for head contact. So the Huskies will have a really long time on the power play here. Klein with a one-timer. Clank, sorry. He's really ripping them from the point. It's been very impressive to watch him just pretty fearlessly take shot after shot. All right. We're looking good here on the broadcast. Thanks for all your comments on the live stream. Love the love, love the hate, love it all. Nice job by Shippey up top. Sliding it across the slot, but nobody there. Shippey did score, or get an assist rather, on a really nice play like that with just some really Heads up puck handling, found Morris on the back door, and that was the Huskies' third goal late in the second. This one squeaks out of the zone. So the Huskies, nothing to show for the first 45 seconds. Now they give up the puck in their own zone. Shippey losing the handles, but eventually getting it back. Moving it through the neutral zone, dropping it off to Maloney. Maloney gives it wide, but Morris not able to get a second backdoor goal. The goalie was really sprawling. Johnson was out of position. Morris now with it in front, gets the shot, and it's turned aside. Morris had a really good look there. Shippey just so aware of where everyone is on the ice, a no-look pass into a high-scoring area, but nobody able to really control it. Morris getting a shot just wide. Oh, just missing the net was Aaron Morris, the captain. And you can see his expression and his body language. He knows that he had that low glove side open. And Boise State gets a clear. Costa getting it up quickly, preventing any kind of breakaway. And quickly, it's Prigodic giving wide to Shippey. Shippey back low for Prigodic. Prigodic trying to force it in the middle, and there's no one there. All the way back down the ice. 2 minutes gone of the 5-minute major to Justin Helash. Oy vey. Tough pass. Once again, the Huskies struggling on these low-pressure breakouts. Really dropping time off the clock. And for Boise State, they'll take it all day long. They would love to get out of this major penalty with no goals against. And so far, so good as we're about halfway through. Up the boards for Friedman. Friedman leaves it for Smith. Once again, the Huskies turning the puck over on their half of the ice. Azermanov giving it back to Luigi, who's going to reset. Luigi giving it over. Now we have a breakaway opportunity. Really open ice. Going 5-hole. Nice save. Rebound. Another great save by Costa. So some scary moments for the Huskies. You can't go down 3 in the third period. And really, this is, I wouldn't say a must score, but you don't get too many long power plays like this, especially late here in the game. That chip shot bounces in to Johnson. Johnson steers it wide to the corner. Azermanov pinching. Huskies trying to keep it in. They do get back into the zone. Friedman giving it low to Azermanov, but Gallagher pressuring. There's no puck support right now. Nice job by Azermanov to get out of the jam. Nice shot. Hit Johnson high. And once again, the Huskies giving up the blue line. They're going to call offside. So let's take a look at this beautiful save by Costa. Luigi giving it over. Now we have a breakaway opportunity. Again. Really open ice. Going 5-hole. Nice save. Rebound. Another great save. And Costa shutting down the 5-hole. He giveth and he taketh away. Huskies trying to get into the zone. They still have a minute left on this power play, as this one's deflected out and high by Sammy Redobel. Quarter of the third period gone. About a minute left on the penalty to Helash. When Shippey wants the shot, backing up into it, backing up more. He's under pressure from Gallagher, gets it back to the point. Clank trying for a shot on net, but a lot of block shots here by Boise State, and they've done a really good job to get in front of the shooting channels, giving up the body, sacrificing it, and once again, Huskies coming under pressure in their own zone, despite the man advantage. 30 seconds left, Shippey moving in, trying to turn the corner, and he loses the puck, gives it up to his line mate, Morris. Morris changes directions, moves on the backhand, tries to get a shot. Kind of goes a little bit weakly wide. Nice battle by Prigodic to win the puck in the corner. Huskies need more of that if they're going to control the offensive zone. Clank giving it wide. Back down low. Shippey trying to move it out into the slot, but not able. Maloney holding the zone. It's 5-on-5 hockey now as this one's dribbling in. And eventually Johnson gets the cover. Move it out into the slot, but not able. Maloney holding the zone. It's 5-on-5 hockey now as this one's dribbling in. All right. Not going to get any penalties. Boise State coach isn't happy about some of the penalty calls and lack thereof here in the third period. It's a tight hockey game. Definitely a strong opponent for the Huskies, and I would wager faster and potentially more skilled opponent, but the Huskies have been able to hold their own. They do turn it over, and it was Nick Lipuan who just missed out on the cashing in on a weak side rebound. This rebound just goes wide of Costa. Another weak point for the Huskies has been their presence in front of the net, which has left a lot wanting as far as locking out offensive players, but they've been able to make some adjustments, and there have been some bright spots in that area as well. But definitely accounting for multiple of the goals here tonight. Huskies failing to block out, body out defenders. And this is a beautiful shot. Another tough point for the Huskies is their tendency to turn it over in the defensive zone. I would say in general the Huskies have had a hard time hanging on to the puck, and that may be the nail in the coffin. Huskies failing to block out, body out the Huskies defenders, trying to break it out. This is a beautiful shot, but instead giving up the puck in probably the worst area in the 180-foot sheet of ice that you could. Good shot, though. Really nice shot. Bar down. You heard the iron, and that's a shooter's shot for sure. Capitalizing on that miscue by the Huskies. Huskies have been able to answer pretty well, and they do! Shippey getting the puck and getting the wraparound. Beautiful, capitalizing beautiful on that work by Shippey, crashing the net by the Huskies. Not getting Huskies the rebound, have been able to answer pretty well, they do! And Shippey just beating Johnson to that far side post. So what had looked like a potential game-ending goal, now back to where we started a minute ago. 12 minutes remain here in the third period, in which the Huskies trail by 2 goals. Nice job by Azermanov to take the puck off Gallagher's stick. It's a 2-on-2 coming the other way. Azermanov moving to the backhand, trying to get it out front, but Gallagher easily scooping that one up and moving it with his left hand out of his own zone. Smith knocking down a player, but the Broncos continue. The rebound opportunity goes wide. Micah Crum working low. Huskies recover. Friedman giving it up. 2-on-2 now as Maloney comes in with speed. Maloney's been really good. He moves to the backhand to the forehands. Tries to stuff it in, but a nice job by Johnson cutting off the angle. Maloney just not able to cut it back into a real dangerous area, and a pretty easy save in the end for Brad Johnson. 11 minutes and 19 seconds remain here in the first of 2 games in this weekend series here in North Seattle. Don't know if Northgate's its own town. I think it's part of Seattle. But if you have any thoughts about the geography, put them on YouTube. Nice backhand chance. That's Justin Jones. Denied by Costa. Patty Costa. Pretty strong in net. Despite conceding 6, I would say that most of the goals weren't really on him. Maybe a couple. 6 is never something you want to see as a goalie. Now the Huskies have a 2-on-1. Zaychikov and Dudley breaking. This is the Huskies' fourth line getting some ice time now. Wolf, Zaychikov, and Dudley. They get it back to Clank. Clank walking it out, getting a shot wide. Nobody's really there for the Huskies. They're all kind of confused, and they're all behind the puck now. It's a 3-on-2 chance. Johnson held on to it just a bit too long, just in time for a back-checking Husky to get on it. Sammy Radobo giving it down low, taking a tough shot, easily steered aside by Costa. This one's off of Dudley's shin pads as he gives chase, and the rest of his line changes. Player goes down, but no penalty there. It's Justin Helash cutting in, but not getting any kind of real shot on. Zaychikov, this is Prigodich, rather, trying to find Morris in the center of the ice. Morris gets stood up, and the Broncos come back the other way. Boise State now getting a change as Jacob Ross charges up with a puck. And there will be a penalty here. Pretty easy call for the referee. It does go against Jacob Ross, who had lost the puck and tried to get it back. Change. As it was a nice job defensively to cut him off the puck. And then once you're behind a player and you get a penalty here, you get your stick between the hands and body of a player, you're going to get that call every time. So let's see it one more time. As giving Jacob up Ross the puck, coming back, and just getting that stick in an obtrusive area. So the Huskies with a big power play opportunity halfway through the third. Nice shot there from Shippey, the most recent goal scorer for the UW Huskies. The Huskies have their top unit out there. Prigodich, Maloney, Morris, Shippey, and Clank. Back to Shippey again. Again, the shot just wide. Johnson didn't really see that after the deflection. Don't know who it hit out in front. Nice job by the Broncos to take the puck over. And nice job by Clank to get it to his partner, Maloney. Maloney running into some trouble, but now the Huskies have a 4-on-2. Prigodich coming under pressure, and the Huskies trying their best to keep it in. Morris takes it off his hand. They're not going to call anything, maybe a deflection. Morris with the puck now, trying to move into a more dangerous area, but nice play to get back. Now one-time shot, they score! Huskies back within one. It's Shippey with his second goal in about 12 minutes. Michael Shippey with a great one-time opportunity, right place, right time, and he buries it just below the crossbar. Maybe a deflection. Morris with the puck now, trying to move into a more dangerous area, but nice play to get back. Now one-time shot, they score! And a beautiful, beautiful play. I believe it was Prigodich who ultimately slid the puck across. And now the Huskies, who had at one point trailed by 3 in this third period, maybe down by 1. Let's watch it one more time, shall we? I mean, what a beautiful goal. Morris with the puck now, trying to move into a more dangerous area, but nice play to get back. Now one-time shot, they score! All right. So 8 minutes and 37 seconds for the Huskies to tie this one up. Wilkinson loses his stick in the corner. Huskies come out with the puck. Azumanov just doing enough to clear the blue line. Two Huskies give chase now as Shippey reassumes his forward position and gets a big hit in the neutral zone. Friedman moving with speed. He sees Shippey out in front, but not able to get the puck there. Boise State, in contrast to UW, has done a really good job shutting down people out in front like that. Nice block shot against Azumanov, and the second chance not able to get there as well, and the bouncing puck just gets out of the zone as Boise State able to make a change. So now we're back in more advantageous bench positions for both teams. Nice physical play by DJ Galensky as Prigodic coughs up the puck in the neutral zone. Morris picking it up, moving into the near corner, trying to get it out to, that's Blake Strand in front. And Prigodic chancing a slow roller shot on goal. Nicely steered away. Strand trying to get it up to his man, and he does. Nice job by Morris to win the puck in the neutral zone. And now the Huskies are going to need to vacate the zone before they can go back in. Delayed offsides call, but they played that pretty well. And now the puck's low in the Bronco zone. Gallagher getting it out. Nice hit on the near side by Smith. Good coverage by Maloney and Strand as DJ Galensky goes flying, trying to lay a hit of his own. Shippey going high glove. I'm really impressed by Shippey's shooting ability. You know, he's not that big. He doesn't have that much weight to him like a guy like Maloney or Clank, but he's just really ripping it. Morris with the puck now, trying to move into a more dangerous area, but nice play to get back. Now one-time shot, they score! 6.5 minutes now remaining on the clock. Out it squeaks, and back in. It's Riker Street giving it up to Caden Bradford. Bradford who turns over the puck. Rimmeran trying to get it deep, but not quite able. It's a 4-on-3 if the Broncos hustle, but they're not able to enter the zone. So nice job by the Huskies there with the zone entry, and a nice job by Maloney taking the body, knocking his guy away. Another big hit there by Shippey this time, as that one deflects out into the netting. The score is 6-5. Let's correct that. 6-5. You know, the guys in the truck are just really having a hard time tonight. Okay, 6-5 the score. 5 minutes, 40 seconds. Gallagher with the puck. Two-line pass through center ice. Kobe Martin finding his man, but it was Aiden Surovic who was just not able to receive the pass cleanly. So this one may come down to the wire with 5.5 left in the third period. The Huskies have had the majority of the scoring chances this third period by far. Clank collecting low, chipping out high. Gallagher getting a glove on it. Broncos with it on the far side now, controlling it. Back to Gallagher. Gallagher, soft shot, low. Finding its way to Costa. Patty Costa with another save. Gonna call a hand pass here. Okay, I'm hearing from JJ Jackson, Northgate is not its own town. It's a neighborhood in Seattle. Thank you, JJ, for the Northgate info. Northgate, definitely an up-and-coming area with the light rail. There's a very good Sichuanese restaurant just north of Kraken Community Ice Complex that I'd recommend if you're ever here. Huskies not able to come away with that puck. I'd say in general, the Huskies have been out-battled in the corners and low in the zone. However, they have, for the most part, matched the physicality of Boise State, which has been considerable. 4 minutes, 18 seconds, a shot, steered wide. That one seen all the way through. The question now is when Coach Cleaton is going to pull the goalie, as Friedman trying to find Shippy back door, but once again, the Bronco defense breaking things up. Friedman not really knowing what he wanted to do with it there. The thing that the Broncos defense has done really well is active sticks in the defensive zone. Now they have a 3-on-1. Really dangerous opportunity. The shot nicely blocked by Maloney, and he's going to get a lot of love on the bench for that one. Really giving up the body. He wanted the puck there, wide. But Azumanov just putting it deep. Huskies getting a new unit on the ice. I think they're going to call another hand pass. Let's see if we got the replay
nicely
of,
blocked by
Maloney, and he's going to get a lot of love on the bench for that one.
The shot nicely blocked by
Maloney give up the body there. All right, 3 minutes left here. A really exciting hockey game. I am impressed by the quality of both teams, as we could see a penalty here, but the ref is shouting, no, 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 no. Not going to give up that one. Kind of a stick tangled in the skates. Costa not able to freeze that one, so now the Broncos pick it up. Rebound control issues here. Gallagher, who's been out there for about half the game, throwing the puck towards the net. Rebound opportunity, and a nice play by Costa to get the pad down on a shot he didn't have much time to get set up for, and another similar one, this time by Nick Lippman. Huskies a little bit stuck in their own zone. They've got some tired legs out there on the ice. Wilkinson giving it back to Dudley. A lot of confidence in Coach Cleaton to put that fourth line out there right now in this critical point of the game. And Nabanet now one-on-one, trying to get some help. And nice back check there, as Rimmeran was just not able to pick up the puck and get a shot on net. So now the fourth line giving way to the first for the Huskies. 2 minutes left. We're going to keep an eye on Costa and see when he leaves the net. Down by one. The Huskies need to enter the zone. This deflected high and wide. What do we
Really
have queued up for
exciting
you on the
hockey game.
replay? I am impressed by the quality of both teams, as we could see a penalty here. Call. Let's take another
Really
look
exciting
at it.
hockey game.
I am impressed by the quality of both teams.
I
as
think
we
it's a
could
good
see
no
a penalty.
call.
I think the Husky player lost an edge. So if the Huskies win it, I imagine Costa's going to the bench. So far, he's staying put. Maloney putting a shot high and wide. Smith picking it up on the far side, shot from a tough angle. Blake Strand cuts it off and puts it deep into the offensive zone, but the Huskies need to get more pressure on the puck. They can't be sitting back here and giving the Broncos time to kill off of the clock. 1:18 now. The Huskies still struggling to move the puck into a more dangerous place. Now Costa's going to get the chance to leave his net, and the Huskies get the extra attacker on there. Smith putting it far side. Morris is going to pick it up. Shippy's the extra man. And from now on, we're going to have an empty net on this Huskies side of the ice. We're going to get a timeout, I believe. Going to get a timeout from UW. So Coach Cleaton is going to draw up some plays. We'll see if he gets the whiteboard out. He's going to have a word with his men out there. On the ice, we have Azumanov, Maloney, Clank, I imagine Prigodic, and Shippey is number 6. Is that 6? I think that's 6. Referee's talking it over. All right, 1 minute and 2 seconds remaining in this tilt. We're good. Big face-off. Cleaton putting his trust in Prigodic. Couple seconds run off. Boise State able to clear the zone. They come racing forward. There's an open net. Nice sliding play by Clank to stop that chance. But the Huskies need to move it out of their zone now. They can't be giving it up like this, and they do. And that's going to be it for the Huskies. So I would say the same issue that contributed to the first 6 goals, ultimately burning them in the end. Let's check it out. You can see the Huskies winning the puck back, but the Huskies need to move it out of their zone now. They can't be giving it up like this, not
and
doing
they
a good
do.
job of controlling it.
And
that's gonna be it, and getting out of the zone. So that's goal number 7 for Boise State here with 30 seconds left. That's gonna about do it in this game as Costa returns to the net. Ooh, Huskies lucky not to give up more as chaos ensuing out in front of the net. So overall, we're going to get to the 3 stars of the game. Let's think about it. I would say we saw really strong play from, as we have 16 seconds left. We'll get you the 3 stars in a moment. Now a chance, and they score once again with 5 seconds left. Some taunting in front of the bench. That's Justin Jones not getting a happy reception from the UW. Kind of some showboating. Don't love to see it. You're already up 2 goals. I don't really know what the deal is. But, you know, feeling the need to self-aggrandize. You know, I'm a social worker by training, and I don't really know what that says about his attachment. But that's going to be it. All the time running off on the clock. So, 1 second. Let's get the download. Let's get you the post-game recap. I would say the 3 stars of the game. Number 3 is, I would say Logan Maloney. Maloney continuing to play really strong on the puck, really impressed with his edge work most of all. Star number 2, I would say Aaron Morris, continuing to be a really important leader on this team, continuing to have really solid zone awareness, just always involved offensively, and skates really hard. I think the other thing is he's a really good back checker, really good two-way player. And the number 1 star I would give to Michael Shippey, who scored 2 goals and I believe assisted at least 1 or 2 more. Again, looking very good, but a tough loss for the Huskies as they really had a chance to win this game, but a lot of unforced errors left them vulnerable, precarious defensively, and they wound up giving up 8 goals, which is a number you really don't see that often, and I wouldn't say it reflects the overall balance of the game. So that's it. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tolerating the technical difficulties. We'll do our best to iron it out tomorrow. Have a good night. Shabbat shalom. Good night, everyone.